hush your mouth. Say, hush your mouth. Why you lying? That's why a lot of people got hold of that, because if they run them out, don't even run them out. She don't give your money back, you just walk the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That's who she wants. Yeah, you don't want that there. She getting your money back, so what you started talking for? That's just dumb, ignorant. All right, you don't want to hear what the truth is the truth. You realize what it is. Okay, you hollering her, you hollering folks. All right, then, where it is. I'm telling you, if they give you your money back, you shut up and get the fuck up out of here. All right, then. Yeah, shut up.
You just seem very misogynistic, realistically.
So what is misogyny? So why are you using words that you don't even know the definition of?
No, that's not what I meant.
I think you are misogynistic, though.
But what does misogynistic mean, though? Like, just so I know what you're calling me.
Okay, so the reason I said it is just, again, based on the
Because you hear it on the internet?
Nah, bro, are you stupid? No.
Why is it controlling? Sarcastic. How about a guy just has some standards for himself and he's saying to himself, if I'm gonna date you and we're gonna be exclusive and I'm gonna prioritize you in multiple ways, I have expectations of you. Which means that you're not gonna go out, get sloppy drunk with your friends, be around a bunch of guys that are gonna be like the whole time and maybe behave badly, because people make not so great decisions when they drink. And why are you putting yourself in that situation? I don't want to give my exclusivity to someone who's going to voluntarily put themselves in those situations. Exhales. And by the way, if you have me and you're so happy with me, why do you need to do all of that? Perfectly reasonable for a man to come to the table and say those things. Guys are afraid to say them oftentimes because they're afraid of losing a woman. Encouraging. Don't be afraid, men, to lose a woman who behaves badly. It will be an enormous favor to you if you lose someone that respects you consistently, because losing someone who doesn't value you is never a loss, right? It's making space for someone who actually will.
I think what's crazy is that these modern women, they grab a hold of anything. They'll use astrology. Oh, he's a Leo, I'm a Capricorn. He's a wolf, I'm a lion. I think that's an astrology sign, I think, or something like that. Whatever it is. Basically, you're using stuff instead of something that's a little bit more concrete, right? I know we have our different beliefs, right? But modern women are using this type of stuff to say, okay, I do want this man or I don't want this man. At some point in time, you have to look and evaluate this man based on his character.
What I say is that, again, as welfare displaced the role of men, taking away feminism at exactly the same time, both in the mid-1960s, early 1970s, deceived women into believing that femininity was weak, masculinity was toxic, marriage was oppressive, the home was a prison, and children are a burden. And that wave of feminism was the first time you started to hear women saying, I don't need a man. I don't need a man in my home as a husband, as a partner, and I don't need a man in the home to care for my children as a father. Now, there are other complicated issues, urbanization, job loss, unemployment, manufacturing jobs being moved overseas. But what you see is that people were still having relationships. Children were still being born.
What's it like dating in Barcelona?
I'm in a relationship for a long time, so...
How long have you been with him?
5-6 years.
How do you keep a relationship lasting that long?
Patience. Patience and loyalty.
Do you think it's easy to stay loyal in a city like Barcelona?
No, but not in a city nowadays.
At what point could you see yourself moving in with him?
2-3 years.
But you've been with him for 6.
Yes.
So why even stretch it out to 9?
Because I think it's too expensive and I have to make more money.
Would you split the bills with him?
Yes.
You wouldn't expect him to pay everything?
No.
Why not?
Why?
You've never heard of the man paying for everything before?
Yes, I think it's stupid.
What led you to have that mindset?
I don't know. I earn my money. I pay my things. Why my boyfriend would pay my things?
His money is his money. Your money is your money.
Yes.
So what do you think about Western cultures where they're like, my money is her money is hers?
I think it's selfish.
How do you handle dinners and that kind of stuff with your boyfriend? All the time?
Yes. Maybe if it's my birthday, pues, then he pays. And if it's his birthday, I pay.
You have a lot of these modern women that are continue to ask why men don't approach. right? And, a lot of times if they're honest, there's a part that they continue to leave out of their question. And I think they really know it, right? I think a lot of men feel like, their social roles have changed. So even if you have like a normal interaction or something like that, all of a sudden, you're getting labeled as like somebody that's creepy. You're getting embarrassed. You're getting labeled as somebody who's doing stuff that's inappropriate. And I don't think modern women really understand that when you label somebody as creepy, you make it seem like they're, sneaking around windows and doors and stuff like that. And that's just like weird.
I feel like everybody has a right to make a life better for themselves if they're not posing like a violent or dangerous threat. If someone wants to come here and make a life for themselves or their family and escape danger from where they currently live, I don't have an issue with that. That's my personal opinion.
Wait, hold up. So if a homeless man decides he wants to get out of his terrible situation, he breaks into my home and demands that I take care of him.
He is posing a threat to you by breaking into your home.
No,
that is completely different than entering a country.
They broke into the country and they're going to take the benefits of our country for themselves.
We're just not going to agree on this, but
because your conclusion is not based in logic, it's based on feelings.
Okay, but that's my conclusion. So
okay, I mean, as long as you understand that your conclusion is not coming from any logical basis, it's based upon literally how you feel. Because logically speaking, we're trying to walk you through it, and you're just refusing to do so.
I am. You're right. I am refusing to do so because for me, I just can't see it that way.
Your wife does not look good in a dress. Do you tell her?
If your wife doesn't look good in a dress, you need to tell her. When your wife is a bag of wrinkles or she's fat while pregnant and you look over at her and say, "You look so beautiful. I have never been more attracted to you in this moment, knowing that you're carrying my child," she'll believe you. Because the time that she looked bad in that dress, you were like, "You don't look good in that dress." And that is literally what I tell my wife when she asks me something hard and I tell her the truth. I'm like, I need you to believe me when you're 80 and you're a bag of wrinkles and still I look at you and I say, "You are beautiful," that you know it's the truth. Because in moments like this where it would have been so much easier to lie, I didn't. In that moment when I needed it to count, you knew.
Every moment is trust building. Every single encounter either draws you closer to the other person in trust or pulls you away from trust. And once you realize what's at stake, the courage to be honest is so much easier. Also, I'm crying. Okay.
And modern women, you're going to sit up here and wonder why men ain't, coming up to you like they used to. Why they're not asking you out. Why they're not pursuing you like you want to be pursued. But modern women have this thing to where they can ask you all of the questions that they want to ask you. They can dig into your background. Well, I got to do it to be safe. And indeed, I saw a video just recently where a young lady was surrounded by some dudes, just had her in a corner somewhere. And that was horrifying. So I understand it and I get it from that perspective. I'm not even sure what those dudes were doing. It's like criminal behavior. And then they post it on Facebook like idiots. But the point is, a lot of men are not asking out because a lot of men are being associated with that. A lot of men are being associated with criminal behavior. And they might be like, well, that's not me. And I don't want to make a woman feel uncomfortable. So I'm not even going to go approach. I'm not even going to go ask her out. I'm just going to leave her alone. I might say a comment or something like that or compliment and leave her alone. Number one. Number two, I don't want to be called creepy. I don't want to be called creepy. There's too much stuff involved in what's going on today. I don't want to do that, man. I'd rather give me a beer and go on back to the house.
Like the male equivalent of flowers. Like if I was gonna use something that would mean the same as flowers would mean to you or to me for you, what would you want?
Like banana bread?
I'm honestly like so over the banana bread trend. What else?
A hug.
Okay, be for real.
I was being for real, but like based sea salt spray.
You already have so many of those.
That man just gave you 3 answers and you dismissed every single one of them. I mean, honestly, at this point, he probably just wishes that you could be kinder to him. I think the first and second answers were right on for so many men out there. The only thing that you could argue is that banana bread does take a little bit more effort, which is why he probably said that one first. And then when you discarded that option, he went to the second option, which is so sweet. A hug. It doesn't take that much effort, but you know what? For a man, it can mean so much because it's physical touch. And for many men, that is exactly how they receive love. For a lot of women, that is all green flags. And you better watch out because those women are in the comment section asking for your man's number.
It's a different flex when your entire friend group is full of married women. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is such a cute post. There is no way anybody could possibly hate on me. Women will literally marry Deshaun Watson, insinuating that these women just married anybody just for the sake of being married. Y'all hate the idea of a happily married woman because you can't find a good man. You will never catch me idolizing marriage. LMAO. I bet this got 2-3 kids by 2-3 baby daddy. What an achievement. ... The shade in those 2 dots. How many of them cheating? I wasn't going to be drafted into the gender wars because typically I don't care about other people's lives, but the only thing necessary for evil to prosper is for good men to do nothing. And it is pure evil the way these women have demonized men to the point where they think there's just no good men around. Just because you open your legs up for ain't ass men does not mean women can't find a good man. Sis, they on here saying you're man an abuser. IDK. Of course they are. I never thought a video of hands would make people this mad.
And modern women really they want to go back to the era where men used to beg, men used to yearn a lot more. But, you know, if I don't understand where we're going, if it looks like you don't like me, then what am I begging for? I mean, and even ladies, you watch movies. You're watching these movies. In these movies, these women are showing some sort of interest. And so they might be giving the man a cold shoulder, but they're still showing some sort of, even if it's just a little bit, that man is looking and saying, oh, so there's a chance. And she might not say one way or another. Okay, well, she's not stopping me. Maybe I ought to continue to pursue. But modern women make it very clear today. I said no, leave me alone, get away from me. That's the end of me chasing. That's the end of me begging. I don't need to go any further.
He's also the first guy I've ever been with who has had a vasectomy. So I think that's... Finally, I just went Bill Nye on his ass. I was like, I am blowing you in the name of science.
They'd be quick to say I still hit though, but for how long, Kyle?
Does it matter?
You're not gonna tell them how you couldn't last through Drake's verse in the beginning of the song?
Why does that matter?
I still hit though. Only took you 30 seconds to quit though.
Women have been trying their hardest to figure out ways to debunk and deflate this very statement. But sweetheart, I'm here to tell you, it's indestructible. This statement never misses. It does not matter what the you say. Because if you let him hit at some point in time, you thought he was at, and that's all he needed to gain leverage. No matter how much you try to bash him, no matter how short the session was, no matter if it was small or not, sweetheart, it does not matter. He still hit. You agreed to the terms. You saw what you saw with your own 2 eyes and still laid down and took it. I know y'all trying y'all best to not have to deal with this, but it ain't never going nowhere. That very statement would be a superpower to the end of time. Shit, I myself use it occasionally, if necessary, of course. But it's okay though, every good player has a move that no one can stop. This is our MJ fadeaway, this is our mellow jab step, this is our AI crossover. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Your best option is to accept it for what it is. Ball up top, y'all keep the change.
You know, I always think about, when we talk about, you know, approaching and things of that nature, I always think about how men used to say hello a lot, right? Hey, how you doing? But I think with the way modern women act, then a man's, you know, a lot of these men just kind of go their way and they do their thing. You know, why do men do that? How could men ignore us? Not necessarily ignoring them, just going on about my day, right? You have women out here that are crazy. They're weird. Say things like, oh, you know, he's making me uncomfortable because I said hello. Because I said, how's it going? What are your plans for this week? Literally. Like you have women out here. There was a woman got online talking about how a man made her uncomfortable because he asked her, or he mentioned what floor she lived on. It was like, oh, you're from the 4th floor. Oh, now I know you're watching me. No, we live in the same building. We work out at the same gym in our apartment. Are you okay? I've seen you in my apartment. I've seen you in my building. Are you all right?
If your wife happens to get pregnant by another man, you don't leave. You don't cry. You don't post fucking cryptic Bible verses at 2 a.m. You step up, you fucking stay, and you raise that baby. You're not raising his kid, you're colonizing his bloodline. Like, any weakling can walk away when the test comes back 0% match, but like only a high value man can look at a toddler with literally 0 of his alleles and still say, yeah, that's my boy.
I really hope this is a joke, man. No, but there's men out here that will fall for it. I promise you. Men out here that they love these women so much that they refuse to let them go when they're cheating on them. They don't care about them. They don't respect them. Your wife is going to respect you and love you, and she would never put you in this kind of situation, man. If she is sent from the Lord, she's not going to be doing this to you. If she fears God, she's not going to be doing this to you. If you love a woman that much, man, go give that love to someone who actually wanted. His name is Jesus. Give that love to someone who deserves it. Give that to someone who is worthy beyond any human out here, man. You know, humans will fail you every single time. Give your love to someone who wants it, Jesus Christ. Someone who deserves it, someone who is full of grace, someone who's full of wisdom, and someone who's worthy more than anyone out here, man. You don't have to sit in this. You don't have to sit in toxicity. You don't have to sit with these women who don't care about you. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Find a wife. This is not a wife, bro. You know, just go to the gym, figure your crap out, but do not go back to this girl, man. Go to church, go to the gym, and do what you need to do to improve yourself.
Would you rather go buy me an engagement ring right now, or decimate everyone in that restaurant?
I could just go down to a pawn shop and buy a fake ring, so yeah, that works for me.
So you want to give me a fake ring?
If it involves getting out of people, yes.
So is there a reason that you don't want to propose to me?
Because we've just gone on our first date.
Oh, and what's the problem?
Any of you watching this, if you don't see the problem either, I'm very concerned about you.
I can tell you one thing for sure. That poor man is going home and deleting Bumble. That is the last Bumble date he will ever be on.
A lot of these modern women are confused by men minding their business, by men not paying them any attention, you know? And a lot of modern women don't really realize that men have learned that, you know, maybe in a certain setting, I'll say something, right? Maybe. It depends. I got to be feeling real froggy at that day or that day, and I'll leave. But that's going to be few and far between, right? Not necessarily saying I got to get some liquid courage, but few and far between. And that few and far between is what's killing modern women. It's what's confusing them, right? Because they think, well, you know, I'm going out to the bar every Friday night and I have not been approached. I have not been talked to. Men just stare at me. Exactly. Because that few and far between might be, oh, every 10th time I go to the bar, I might say something. And so he don't go to the bar that often. So it might take him 3 years to go to the bar, and that 10th time, hey, I like your dress tonight. And that's it. And she didn't go in 2 or 3 years. Well, you can usually get a hey, I think you're cute from a man probably every week if you wanted to. But modern women are thinking that they're supposed to be getting all this attention because I'm a princess. And with the way that y'all been acting, it's not really that way anymore.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you single?
Yes.
You think dating gets easier as you age, or is it going to get harder?
I feel like it might get harder, but I feel like it would be easy for me. I don't know.
How so?
Because I'm not like these typical girls that are out here showing naked. I'm very like housewife material. I have discernment. Yeah.
What would you say makes you a good housewife, though?
I would say I would listen to my man. Like, I would be there for him. I feel like that's an answer that every woman gives, but in reality, I am very like, my man leads, I follow.
He says, we're leaving Miami because I have a better job in Minnesota. You're going with him.
Definitely, yes, that's my man. I'm gonna go with him.
If he told you, I don't like what you're wearing today, it's a little bit too provocative, you would change for him?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm not even comfortable wearing shorts.
If he told you, Lisa isn't the best influence in your friend group, you should probably spend less time with her, you'd listen to him?
Yes, because they're not around my friends as much as I am, so they're able to see things I cannot see.
So where do you think so many women get lost in the, I'm an independent girl and I just don't need a man in my life?
I think it's the internet. The internet has changed women into believing that they can do things on their own, and they can they don't need to listen to a man until they're in their mid-30s and buying their own drink and realizing, well, I should have gotten that man when I was in my mid-20s.
Don't give that for Valentine's Day. Tell that to tap into the iCloud today and let you use her iCloud all day today. Tell her to give you her phone all day today. Don't give them big for Valentine's Day. Nothing. For mother thing, these hoes be lying. Tell her to give you the phone all day today. Tell her that. I want y'all to post. Tell that to give you the phone all day today, and unblock every number in that and everybody in their Instagram. Go ahead, you do it. You'll see. You're gonna be a sorry. You're gonna be so sorry. Boy, listen, bye.
A lot of these modern women like to continue to treat men like a clown. Amusement. Why does a man approach me? There's a lot of risks involved in approaching. There's a lot of disrespect involved in approaching. It don't matter where you go, seemingly with these modern women nowadays, you get treated like you crossed some type of line and you done something wrong. Like you just eliminated somebody. That's the way they treat you. They look at you like you're a criminal off bat. Let me ask you a question. Who would want to go through that? Which person? Even you. If you go up, like say for instance, if you're sitting in a restaurant and you go up to a waiter and you say, hey, we hadn't gotten our drinks yet, it would be okay if, we haven't been able to order, haven't had anybody come to our table to even see what we wanted or greet us. If that whole staff turned around and looked at you like, what are you doing over here? You instantly leave a review and walk out of there and go find somewhere else to go. Don't go here. It's trash. The service was terrible. We got seated. Nobody. I was reading a post today or over just down the line. People say, oh, it's a trash place. The food is trash and the service was even worse. They're leaving reviews about it. And so now, even if I was thinking about going, I'm not going because you telling me the service is so bad. That's how you are as a modern woman. Nobody's approaching you because you're disrespectful. It is a risk to approach you. Now they're looking at you saying, man, if this woman is trash, if her attitude is trash, why would I even be over there?
This dude right here is way too nice, and as a man, you should never let this slide.
He's going away for a few days, and I think I want to surprise him with a new girlfriend when he gets back. I know I can't be the only one who wants to rebrand and change her life when she's going through it. So my first stop was Bible study, because before addressing the outer, I need to address what's going on inside first. The next stop was hair, and once I saw the name of the salon was Restoring the Glory and they were playing gospel music, everything felt alike. I was given auntie, but at the same time, I really don't care about length, you guys. I just want my hair healthy. I'm going to challenge myself to get treatments every 3 months and leave my hair natural for at least a week. The next stop were my nails. I wanted them a lot shorter, so I opted for white on white fringe. And if I'm gonna be bald headed, I at least need my lashes done. So my next stop was to get my lashes filled, which made me feel so much better. Speaking of feeling better, y'all know a good Gouillard compa night always gets the job done. So I went out with my homeboys for a night out at Pearl, and this 1000% lifted my spirit. And before I knew
What the fuck?
it was time to pick my boyfriend up from the airport and surprise him with his brand new girlfriend.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Man, if you're going away and your shorty says she's gonna go chill with her homeboy, she probably didn't even tell homie. Look like she just did it. And she put it in a video. A woman gonna be like, yeah, you insecure. A woman can't have male best friends? Fuck no. You can have all the male friends you want. You just not gonna be with me. Plus, she was dancing with these dudes inappropriately. And them niggas didn't look gay. Homies is waiting in line. Friends is probably waiting for that phone call as soon as she said, yeah, me and him broke up. They ended. Cause let's be real. If you flip the script, and you have a shorty, and you show her your female friend, and she a baddie, trust me when I tell you she gonna feel some type of way. Your girl gonna be like, don't worry, I trust you, just not them bitches. Same way for us. So ladies, this is unacceptable. You can't be chilling with your male friends at Dolly, especially when your boyfriend's away. On a plane. We even know where the fuck home you went. Yeah, you lost me, shorty.
Relationship, it was not for me. I fell out of love. I fell in love with someone else.
And you have people in the comments saying that this is inspiring. Why? She went out there rather irresponsibly, went through the whole wedding, then got divorced because she was in love with somebody else, and wanted to sign on to a show that, guess what, got shut down very soon after that. Hurt her family, him, and his family as well. That's not inspirational. That's irresponsible. Yeah, women out here doing this type of stuff, and men keep on saying, I don't want to be a part of that. These women are wasting time. No issue that's doing it. No, you just heard what she said. And then women in the comments overlooking it. She almost made it out to seem like she was a victim and she had to overcome a lot of trials. The trials that you put yourself through. And you know, these modern women, they do this weird thing, man. Modern women just do crazy stuff nowadays, right? They're out here, they go to therapy and they think that they know everything, right? So now you have these modern women that are ending relationships, situationships, I would even say. It shouldn't be that serious. I'll even go as far as to say these are not even situationships. What we're talking about is modern women ending like maybe even a week of talking. Maybe even a week of talking with 4-paragraph essays. Texting these guys 4 paragraphs long. If you're going to do that, just send me an email. If you're going to do that, just send me a voice note or something like that on WhatsApp, so I can at least listen to it while I'm working or I'm cooking. You know what I mean? But they want to send this, oh man, you know, we have misaligned attachment styles and you didn't want to hold space for me and you didn't come over here and do this for me. And the guy was like, I just had to work the next morning. I just had to go to work, man. And you were texting me when I was asleep. I was at a company event. I didn't have my phone on me. That's what I told you. I couldn't do anything. But that's what modern women do. That's how they act. They act like, well, if he ain't handling it in this way that I want him to, or he's not doing the things that I want him to, avoiding attachment style, mommy issues, daddy issues, narcissists. What are you talking about?